Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Northern Arena presented by Bell. Tonight we've got two more best of threes coming your way. Team NP versus Pain Gaming. The first of which to get started should be another good matchup. A Brazilian squad versus this new North American squad. Eternal Envy, MSS 1437, AUI 2000, and SVG. You're watching here on moonducktv. I'm Zayori, joined again by Modpax. Trent, baby, how you feeling here tonight? Two big best of threes coming up next, huh? Trent, why can't I hear you? I think it's on me, buddy. Sorry about that. Try it again. Hi, buddy.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, no, we're good. That's
Oh, good. Well, I was just saying that as much as I love best of ones, this is fun, right? This is Dota,
yes.
You know, play off your opponent, picks, bans, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
NP, despite having the first pick this time, they don't want to deal with, well, their Sand King was banned out. Maybe that's just enough that, you know, getting rid of the Faceless Void, because I think both times we saw them last time, they went Void Sand King.
Yes. And they've, well, the Sand King, I guess maybe a little respect there from Pain. I guess they were paying some attention. Oh, now they grabbed the Kunkka. Another possible deny pick here to prevent NP from grabbing the prized Shadow Demon Kunkka combo, but they get a combo themselves. The Kunkka Mirana. Good setup for the arrow, and, well, of course, Kunkka, we saw him banned a lot the other day when you and I were casting, so not surprised to see him here. First picked right into a juggernaut now for Team NP.
Yep, the only one I guess missing would be Drow, right? Not touched in the first phase, kind of surprising. Oracle as well would be the other big standout hero right now, so doesn't sync up too well. Like it's nice up against Kunkka, I would say, for NP, even if you just want to go Oracle plus Shadow Demon, because like someone gets X and you can just throw that Fate's Edict on them, and then you know that that whole big combination won't be able to kill them. You can even save False Promise because of that. So
right.
Might be a good reason for that, but
yeah,
I wonder where this Jug's going to be. That's the most exciting thing for me so far, because for NP, I mean, it's only been 2 games, so clearly we can, you know, completely dissect their entire roster and how this team's going to work for months going forward thanks to those 2 games. But yeah, we always had AUI playing like this survivable hero, and Envy was being very active in the early game, rotating down, taking towers with the rest of his team, and they just kind of let AUI do his own thing. So being a survivable solo carry, Jug fits pretty well into that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one of the other things Pain's going to have to remember here is with the Shadow Demon, there is opportunity for illusion harassment. We saw NP actually play a Terrorblade, something unconventional in the mid lane that they could mix with the Shadow Demon. Still the Morphling as well, another pretty popular choice. Pain thinking about this 4th ban. They've taken out the Huskar, which I guess is warranted. We've seen him mostly banned when there's an Oracle picked up early just to prevent that combo from coming out. But still can be an irritant to deal with, no doubt. And, of course, the Drow ban here from NP.
Yeah, it's like, do you just try and ban out all the Huskar friends, or just get rid of Huskar himself, right? Like, he's so damn annoying.
Yeah.
And Terrorblade, too, is another still scary thing, right? Because you're running, like, yeah, they have Juggernaut, but what if they just decide to go for a Terrorblade as well? Because they do have a Shadow Demon, so, you know, you're going stat-heavy cores. So both Morphling or Terrorblade actually look terrifying right now for NP.
Yeah, man, kind of a strange ban here with the Bounty Hunter. Not one that I would have thought of particularly scary with this lineup. I guess it can pair okay with Shadow Demon. Maybe a sign that Pain won a dedicated jungler here that Bounty could interrupt.
Yeah, kind of weird, right?
Like Enigma or Chen or something, Bounty would be a ban against. But they'll go ahead with the Oracle.
Yeah, and like they already have a Kunkka, though, so you assume that's probably going to be the 4. And then you're looking towards someone like this Oracle is going to be a 5, so Bounty maybe just saying that, okay, we don't think someone's going to have a safe enough time this off lane. We're not going to dedicate any sort of like a duo or anything like that. So more than likely our 3 role might end up being like Iron Taloning or something like that. And that's where like that Bounty could just come in, because you can imagine not many heroes can even withstand Shadow Demon and Juggernaut in lane, right?
Right.
Like any single disruption, you're going to be getting the old spin with the Soul Catcher.
I mean, Pain have a lot of catch right now, which is a good thing about this draft. The obvious X marks the spot, the fishing arrows, and even Fortune's End can be a good way to start a fight or catch a straggler who's trying to make it out. NP will, as such, grab a nice mobile hero, the Timbersaw, someone who's usually not too afraid to get X'd by the Kunkka, often can tank the damage and wants to be in the front line anyway. So I think a good choice here. And leaves their draft open. Now the Bat Rider, Pain Gaming, all right. A South American classic, as it seems. They'll pick it up.
Yeah, this is a real classic for them, too. But nice little duo, right? You get the Oracle and the Bat Rider together. You're like, oh, well, we got Oracle, the big counter to the Bat Rider, and oh, it's the old Nyx Assassins. So I like this as well here from NP.
Yeah. A
With
little
the
bit
Spike
different.
Carapace.
So lane-wise, we're thinking maybe mid Timbersaw, off lane Nyx, safe lane Jug,
Yeah, I think it's
or
pretty well guaranteed
okay,
that it's going to be at the mid timber. That seems to be like the most
right.
stable thing here for me. Envy's been playing it a ton, from what I understand.
Okay, well, that makes sense then. The offlane Nyx, I think you and I talked about it, not yesterday, but the day before when we last cast, that the offlane Nyx can sometimes be a little bit underwhelming. It's a hero that really needs that early experience. Level 6 is so precious for him, so he can start putting pressure and even just playing some mind games when he's off the map. But an obvious choice against Bat Rider, the Spike Carapace, is incredible. And another hero that's not quite as weak to the Kunkka combo. You know, you get caught by the X, you can precast the Spike Carapace and give Kunkka a taste of his own medicine. So it's kind of a cool dynamic that it's good against Bat Rider and Kunkka in this draft.
Yeah, well, I guess with Nyx being there, of course, up against the Bat Rider, then they'll just say that, well, we definitely don't want two heroes. They're super annoying, so get rid of the Slark, take away this chance of being that Slark safe lane who's so difficult to lasso, and they're just going off lane Timber, which is certainly still an option. Like,
Yeah.
it might be just that worth it as well, simply because, like, what other offlaners are even left in the pool when you really take a look? They don't have, like, a mana leaking support or anything. From the Keeper of the Light to be super obnoxious for a Timbersaw. That's nothing that really would even concern me too much as a Timbersaw up top.
Right.
So might as well send him offlane. Get another really stat-heavy core. Like, you got away with the Shadow Demon. You can kind of read so much of the game plan right now from Pain Gaming. If you can get someone else who's pretty tanky, another Jackie Mao hero here, be it the Terrorblade, or just give him the Juggernaut mid and give the Morphling to AUI. Looking pretty good. Like, look how good a Linken's would be this game.
That's true. This is a really good Lincoln's game. I could see that working. I mean, is Nyx Assassin a hero that can pick up an Iron Talon and find a little bit of farm in between roaming about with ganks? I mean, he does have a pretty good stun. He does a fair amount of burst damage.
I think he'll probably just go like boots first and be like a 4 that's not taloning but putting on pressure using
Okay.
disruption. Like, if you're working with a Shadow Demon and Jug, you're already pretty scary down bottom. So you know that this Bat Rider's probably going to have to waltz himself out there over to the jungle. Once that space is created, then Shadow Demon can roam out with the Nyx Assassin. Your Juggernaut's just there by himself for a bit. That's fine. Maybe leave him a lane ward or something and put that pressure in on whatever we get in the mid lane, be it Mirana or someone else.
Yeah, I mean, one good thing about this Pain Gaming draft is that they have a little bit of flexibility with the Kunkka and Mirana. Both of them sort of presumed cores here, but either could play the 4 role. Again, we've seen that Kunkka with the Tidebringer going for more combative items like Armlet into crit become a little bit more popular to turn him into sort of a later game semi-carry. And they'll have last pick so they can react to whatever NP want to do here. So looks like old Jackie Mao taking his time with his final ban for good reason. A lot of this ban probably hinges on what they want to do with their final pick, which is obviously still up in the air as well. A lot of options.
I had like check the chat, make sure they were still there. This is serious deliberation going on.
Yeah.
I assume it's the one. Yeah, let's get rid of
Ooh,
the
they
Ursa.
take
He
out
was pretty
Ursa.
popular the other day.
And they pick up Lifestealer. Okay, so it is a position for Nyx. Some pretty good Infest Bomb carriers here. Both Timbersaw and Nyx fit the bill. It turns the Lifestealer Nyx combo into this really great ganking squad that can put a lot of pressure on in the mid game. And they've got
it's
a lot
kind
of
of
late
like,
game security also.
It's like delayed Ricky Lifestealer, kind of. Where before
Yeah.
with the Ricky, it's just like you wait till Lifestealer 6, and you go and do your thing. Maybe you have like Armlet phase at like 8, and then you do it then. But this time you're going to have to wait for Nyx to actually be 6 to do it. So that's a little bit, it's a little bit slower. But Nyx has some different capabilities, and it will work in that mid game phase too to help Timbersaw before he's super farmed.
Yeah.
Maybe he can go on in with a Timber Chain Infest. So
Yeah, I think this is one of these
Interesting
drafts where MP will be able to be kind of dynamic with the lanes. You know, they can go ganking with Lifestealer. That opens up a little more farm for the Jug. Same with the Timbersaw. Once he gets Bloodstone, there's kind of these peaks and valleys where they can choose to take fights. I think it could be pretty effective. Now, what do Pain want to do here? Final pick. They've only got a couple seconds left. They need a carry of sorts, it would seem. And they take the Naga. All right. Quite the hard carry indeed. Though I worry, I feel like NP has an okay, quote-unquote, late-game squad here, and I mean, this looks like a draft where Pain Gaming could just have a lot of trouble in the mid-game when that Naga is still trying to come online.
yeah, one thing about Bat Rider that we've noticed so much lately is that you're running like this drums into Blink. Everyone's kind of gotten to a point where they're not really happy with Bat Rider ganks, right? And because you can remember, it was just like you got Brown Boots, you got your Blink, and you bought a Smoke, and then you just got active as the hero. But it seems like right now people are more comfortable just waiting a little bit longer, getting those drums, and then moving into a later start into those ganks, like maybe being just more secure in the other lanes, not forcing those rotations of your own heroes. But in this game, you have to be a pretty big space creator. A lot of work that be put in here by Tavo and 40R to give the space on the map for the Naga Siren to get up into that Radiance.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And I think fairly commonly with Bat Rider now, we're seeing it like it's particularly farm intensive in the jungle. I guess it's always been a theme with that hero, but now it used to be more early game, and now it's kind of that mid game almost. Like once you start to move out of the laning phase, maybe he has a core item so he can greed up before he gets the Blink Dagger. And that does not necessarily mesh well with a Naga lineup where she really wants to be sort of doing the same thing. Also, Mirana, another pretty farm-intensive core. She's got a cute set. I love that masquerade ball thing she's got going on here with a little butterfly mask. But
almost Halloween, right?
Yeah, but she's not really going to be online until the Ags comes. Like, sure, you've got a little bit of burst damage. You can always find arrow, or if you can find arrows, you can get kills. But I'm a little bit nervous here for Pain Gaming, Trent. I have to admit, I think this NP draft is just a little more dynamic. It feels powerful almost at every stage. And oh gosh, not the start Pain we're hoping for. Naga Siren walks right into him, and that'll be an easy 5-on-1 first blood. AUI getting the bonus gold. Very nice here for NP. The dream start.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think it's so far from the two games we have seen, their biggest, like, the things that have most impressed me, I guess, from NP have been those very early game rotations, like right at like 6-7 minutes, and then again at like 10 to 12 minutes, where they're just getting those big objectives, be it knocking down the safe lane tower, taking the mid tower, whatever they have their eyes on. Could even be like potential Roshas, depending on the lineups that they have, but it was very successful both games. They looked really good, and they've kind of done the same thing, where it's like AUI is just on this hero that's really difficult to deal with. It's so awkward. Like, how many resources do you want to go down to committing on AUI and shutting him down the lane when you've got this rampaging foursome that's Eternal Envy and co, like tearing apart the other side of your map?
It's also a flexible hero in that same dynamic. If they really want to fight, Lifestealer is not a bad carry to throw a couple right clicks in, you know, use your rage, pop an Infest Bomb or two, and you can find kills every so often. And of course, if they leave him alone, if NP are able to distract them around the map, then Lifestealer happy to soak up all that farm. So let's see how these lanes will settle down for Pain Gaming. Envy takes the Juggernaut mid. He'll be up against the Mirana for now. Looks like a 2-1-2 setup. Oracle and Naga will be in the off lane now that Naga's been victim of the first blood. That means Tavo gets the safe lane as Bat Rider, and King RD on the Kunkka. He's kind of just roaming around for now, passing through mid, and we'll see where he ends up. Potentially an aggro try coming out of Pain Gaming. It looks like that's the way the Kunkka's headed.
If he ends up running into these two. They are smoked up under that ward here from the Dire, so it could be a little bit of a nasty surprise if King RD wanders too far south.
Interesting choice, though, from Pain Gaming. You don't usually expect the tri-lane with a Naga Siren, especially with double melee. They will get caught here. Set up from 1437. Follow-up stun from SVG, and now AUI has joined the party. King RD's taking a lot of damage here. It's only a level 1 Kunkka. He does connect with a Torrent on AUI. Now this level 1 Lifestealer taking a lot of damage. Will be forced back. No kill comes out as the salve gets popped. Lifestealer, he just TPs up top. He says, you know what, I want no part of this aggro tri-lane. Good luck, boys. I'm heading up top. MSS, he'll rotate bottom, and they'll try to secure some early farm for this ghoul.
I mean, it's perfect, though. Like, he's already level 2, so he can maybe just go right into that Timber Chain if he feels any sort of danger. Might not even have to, but once Timber hits, like, level 3, that's pretty much happy days, right? Get that second point into reactive armor, and there's not much they can even do, even with the nuke power of Kunkka and Oracle.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually. I like that. Why are they tri-laning here? I mean, does it feel like that Pain really needed to do this? Couldn't they have just been safe with the Naga up top and then put the Bat Rider down here and let him work this hard camp to get up to some of the early levels? I mean, off-lane Bat it's not that bad.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, where even is the safe lane these days? It just seems like it's such a death trap in the safe lane a lot of the time for your core.
Okay.
Just get, like, wrapped around on. It's kind of been a little bit of a discussion point lately amongst people of, like, how easy it is to, like, wrap around on these towers, where you compare that to something like farming right here. Like, where's the wraparound point to this? You know, it's actually a lot safer.
In some ways, you're making some sense here. I mean, I think of that kind of a recent iconic Blitz video where he talks about this bottom tier 1 tower, how it's an illusion thinking it's a safe point when really it's just a death trap. There's so many ways where people can wrap around, where you get locked in the trees, you don't have vision. Really is one of the least safe spots to be if you're Radiant at this stage of the game, especially when the enemies have your number and want to put some aggression on. So it is an interesting point. But kind of a quiet early game here. The tri-lane forced a rotation, and after that, it's really settled down. MSS in the front lines, soaking up some farm. He's got supports ready to back him up, and now Naga, she's forced to sit back a little bit. They seem a little timid against the Timbersaw, who hasn't even skilled anything up yet. He's holding on to 2 skill points, grabs the second one in reactive now. And there you go, settles into Timber Chain, just goes for the more defensive build.
Yeah, but now knowing that there's 3 heroes down here, he grabs a stick, and like, what are they ever gonna do to MSS? There's just
I don't
no
think
way
they
he
can kill
dies.
him.
Like Mango, Salve, 2 Tangos. I mean, these guys were low on regen after that first bit of harass onto the Naga. She's now down to just 1 Tango. There's nothing left on King RD, so they can't even take a fight right now.
Yeah, it feels like Pain need to pull a rotation pretty soon. I mean, nothing will stop NP from just rotating themselves again and sending the Timber back up, but even Tavo now struggling against AUI. Yeah, Firefly's on, but the Lifestealer is still at max HP as he pops Rage. Just heads back to the lane. This is getting tough for Pain kind of across the board. The one good thing, I guess, is Batrider is level 5. There's some pretty decent experience here for the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, things are about to get pretty scary, though. If AUI gets into those phase boots, not really much Tavo will be able to do.
Yeah, certainly a fair point there. And mid lane, looks like a pretty even farm fest. Envy slightly out-CSing the Mirana, but not by much. About what you would expect here. Neither side should really be able to find a kill unless there's a rotation or some other trickery. Back to farming we go. Now a rotation from Pain. They'll pull the Naga up top. Looks like they will take heed to our advice here. Tavo halfway to the lasso. He'll fly back home, get some regen going. And now it'll be the Naga versus Lifestealer. But even this is a little bit scary. Like you mentioned, the phase boots are up, and I think AUI not really afraid to trade blows here if the Naga wants to go for it.
No, again, there's just, well, like, I don't even know what you do here. Look at this.
Yeah, they're going to spot the rotation. Another TP up. C4T joining the nameless Naga.
And we'll see if NP kind of do their same thing, right? Are they just going to leave AUI to do his own little thing? He went for 2 points into Rage, so it looks like he is kind of expecting to be on his own here.
Yeah. Anticipating some action. Has a stick also up to 7 charges. But King RD in a little bit of an odd spot, just hiding in the tree line and to leech a little bit of XP. They'll fly the Batrider down. Batrider Kunkka, not a bad duo to put a little bit of pressure on.
I wonder if he'll do the, you know, kind of, I guess, standard now these days where you're not taking lasso at 6, and maybe the 2 of them could work together, get a couple kills down here.
Yeah. So even without the lasso, just an X into Torrent really adds up when you're standing on top of the Batrider flame.
Yeah, only problem, of course, being MSS. Still, again, holding another skill point here, but I don't think he's the hero you can kill, and now everyone else is gone.
Yeah. Supports rotate through.
Oh, free kill top. The hero.
Certainly is. AUI bumps right into the Oracle, and what do you do if you're the Oracle there? Phase boots, Rage. Not a hell of a lot of options.
I mean, you can't. He doesn't even have Fate's Edict, but it wouldn't have worked anyway with Rage, so AUI just a little bit of free farm. SVG's up here. And that one thing, I guess, maybe, you know, Nyx is still only level 3, right? Again, we don't get that super scary Nyx assassin for a little while. Naga can keep farming, but it's not like she's going to be anywhere happy by the time he actually has level 6. So things are still looking pretty tough right now for Pain Gaming. Maybe 40R will have to get something going.
Yeah, again, the Oracle gets bumped into here. Pretty good damage from the Shadow Demon. Only level 2, 1437, actually lowest in the game. He's going to walk right into 3. In a bit deep, SVG on his way in, but he'll get X'd back. Way too much damage. Just underestimating the reactive power of Pain Gaming there, and he will throw his life away.
Maybe a little bit too early before Envy showed up.
Yep.
Oh,
Envy, though,
they're just barely going to miss.
He's got the Omni Slash. He's looking for it. Naga could be in some trouble. She makes it back to the creeps. Now the Moonlight Shadow comes. I think NP will just retreat here. They've got the Lifestealer inbound. The Dyer's Courier gets picked off somewhere in the fray. Looks like, was that the mid lane there? Yep. Just a ward from Mirana.
It was, like, really weird.
Looks like Thievin might have TP'd in and gotten the kill. SVG, though, he moves in. Initiation onto C4T. Nice sidestep on the stun. Might be enough to keep the Oracle alive. He is now level 4. Point in Fate's Edict. Not even going to use it here. He will just make it back to the tower. Unfortunate for SVG, but as you mentioned a few days ago, that stun deceptively difficult to land.
Well, as long as you have a brain, it should be easy to dodge that thing, man.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like...
Has a pretty big
That's why you always get a setup, guys.
Yeah. That would be what
I mean,
they
sometimes
call.
you just go for it, though, right? Because if you hit it, you get the kill, so understandable for sure. And now this rotation's starting to work out. For a while, it was pretty well, you know, stunted here, but things looking okay now. King RD, again, being a little bit cheeky here for some experience, but it does look like they'll be able to get their objective in this tower. And Envy just kind of deciding, do I get to Omni Slash someone or not? It looks like he'll just get the rune, and maybe this will help make up his mind if it's like a haste or something.
AUI still with very aggressive positioning here. He's cutting the tower, and they're going to start laying
Like, what are they going to do?
I think that's what AUI is saying right now to his team. Like, what are they actually going to do here, guys? Nyx will get pulled back, but there's the Spike Carapace. We talked about how effective that is against Kunkka. SVG maybe in a bit too deep here, though. He doesn't have any friends nearby. In comes the Oracle, and that's the end of the Nyx. All right, well, in a bit deep that go around. Does bait out the Oracle for Envy to find an Omni Slash. Makes it a 1-for-1, support for support. Also forces another TP out of Pain Gaming, so I guess we could call it a win for NP. A little space for MSS down bottom, who's now got an open lane.
SVG can, or rather, AUI can be here, but SVG can't be here. I'm not sure. I guess maybe he's just happy getting the Bat Rider, as he said.
Mid lane, here we go. Set up from the Shadow Demon right onto the Naga. Follow-up stunt from SVG, and this Naga is donezo. Blade Fury from Envy helps secure the kill, even though credit does go to the now level 5 Shadow Demon. The high-value prize for NP, their core is starting to pull ahead here. Look at that overall net worth graph, and oh my, 3K already as they put a lot of damage into this tier 1 mid.
Things looking pretty good here. So let's go with my Bat Rider. Tavo's still looking towards Drum's build-up, it seems. But mid tower will be down, closing out the map on the Naga if she wisely respawns in Fountain. Good place to be.
It's an easy
far
tower
away
for
from the enemy.
Yeah. So far, this Bat Rider's been pretty lackluster. I mean, Pain are kind of playing a slow game because they need these cores to come online, as we talked about, the Naga and the Priestess of the Moon. But, I mean, Naga's got, like, nothing right now. She's not farming well. She's lowest at the cores. Shadow Demon is at a comparable net worth right now.
All right, I can feel it, though. All right, King RD, he's about to get 6. Look at those items in his stash. It's a full stash. So we're going to get ourselves a ghost ship. Gonna pair up with this Bat Rider. We're gonna get a couple kills. It'll be a shocking amount of magic damage. They'll bring down MSS.
He'll collect his pirate's booty here. We'll see what they can do with it.
This is their
Send
time
them to the
right
locker.
now, I think.
I mean, right now this Kunkka's winning the cosmetics game. I'm not gonna lie. He's got the what is it? The collar of the divine anchor. He's got the feathers. He's dressed like a winner, and sometimes that's all it takes. Shadow Demon on the way up. Oh no.
I don't think he's winning.
Oh no, they find the Admiral. AUI goes straight in, but Bat Rider's here. They might be able to turn this the other way. Lasso onto the Shadow Demon. Now the boat flies across. Down goes Theban. Boat actually connects on the Lifestealer to boot, and AUI in a world of hurt. No rage for 3, but now Mojo, he's joined the party. Big damage from this Timbersaw. He won't be there to save the Lifestealer, unfortunately. And the Moonlight Shadow will secure all of the survival of Pain as MSS does retreat.
Look at
Nice
that boat
setup
level
for Pain.
6.
There you go. You called it, man.
go.
That Kunkka, he survived. And the Admiral set it
what's
up
up.
for his team. Very nice.
The winner.
That's
Pressing
actually
for
a
success.
really nice sign of momentum. That's like a 1,500 net worth swing. That's really not bad. I mean, Envy is free farming in the bottom lane all the while, of course, but Nyx Assassin soon to be 6. Still a lot of struggles for Pain ahead, but this is a start.
Oh wow, I just noticed that. I was kind of wondering how AUI died there, but he actually untoggled the moment, the precise millisecond that he was hit by the Kunkka. So I think he thought that it was going to connect a little bit earlier or something, because he was at like 250 and then he just died.
Yeah,
it
it seemed kind of weird. I
Yeah,
just thought the boat had enough damage where it must have killed him or something, but yeah, I think you might be right there, good sir. As they say, space created, Mirana ends up getting picked off by MSS in the mid with kind of a greedy play there. And nobody goes to defend bottom, so Envy is able to grab yet another tier 1 tower. That's 2 down in favor of NP, and the gold lead
SVG's about to be 6 too.
Yeah, he's real close. Ooh, smoke now into the dire jungle. 1437 and MSS hunting the Naga. I hear it's
a nice play too.
It's fresh this season. Unexpected at the 12-minute mark, but she walks right into it. No mana, low HP. It's an easy kill. She is level 8, but not even a point in the ultimate. Now the Kunkka comes in. Bat Rider nearby as well. They set up onto the Shadow Demon once more. Level 7 Rose. Where's Jack? She needs to be saved. He falls. In goes MSS, though. They want more. I think Radiant are ready to hop in. SVG has the Infest Bomb. Tavo, he gets caught by the stun. Envy drops the Omni Slash, destroys the Oracle, and now King RD with a boat. It doesn't do enough, but maybe it can keep him alive. MSS comes in with the last tick of damage. And it's close to a team wipe. Mirana, the lone survivor for Pain Gaming, 9-5. Things looking very dark for the Dire squad.
Yeah, one might call that worth for the Radiant, I think. You know, losing 1437, possibly okay there.
Yeah, great bait, mate.
I like the build Envy's gone for. Pretty much exactly what you'd expect if you're going to mid Juggernaut. He's got this Yasha. He's been ready. He's showing up to all these fights so fast. He's zipping around the map. 462 move speed when he's phased.
Oh,
and
again.
Look, he's going again.
The Naga. Sushi's on the menu, boys. She's in big trouble. Wishing she had the ultimate right now. This is just non-stop, unrelenting aggression from NP. As soon as they see the Naga, it's just everybody go. She picks up drums, but...
Before it was like, you know, she didn't have mana. Maybe she had song there, or maybe she's pulling the point. But that time, now they know for sure she has no song. So max aggression is the idea. 40 hours. Salmon runs into him.
Rose is going to stand his ground for now. Starts to stack up the poison. 40R with a TP home. And he'll easily make it out. All right. Things reset a little bit here. Let's talk about item builds. What are we looking at? Radiant-wise, Envy, he just moves into a Yasha. So no Battle Fury this game, anything like that. MSS, pretty standard stuff into a Bloodstone. Really not too far away. And AUI, again, standard stuff here. Just picked up the Armlet. Maybe moving into an Echo Saber, a Desolator, a couple of options there. Yeah, they go right in onto Tavo. Another easy setup. Bat Rider just gets obliterated. Now King RD caught by the open wounds. AUI, he's out of rage with the boat. It's going to connect on SVG, intentional with the Spike Carapace on. This Kunkka will try to run circles around the tower. Does juke the stun from old Nyx, but open wounds, not so easy to juke. Sets it up for MSS, and it's another easy kill for NP. A double, in fact, for Mr. Timbersaw.
Yeah, that's the Bloodstone. Gus can just head on over to the secret shop, pick up his his vitality booster, and then be good to go. Top lane.
Up top. Naga. What do we got here? A Naga with false promise. Come on, Naga. You can do it. She wants the ult so bad. She will survive through it. C4T. TP's home. Close call. The Naga lives this time, but still repelled. Moonlight Shadow. Are they going to turn on this? It looks like Pain might want to have a go. Morana in the river looking to chuck an arrow. MSS on the high ground. Envy walks forward. He doesn't have an Omni Slash. He used it in that last little skirmish. Now the lasso comes out. Disruption. Arrow. That's not how it's going to happen. Rose gets caught by the arrow. Can Pain actually do this? 40R just gets destroyed. Song of the Siren comes out a bit too late. Naga trying to TP home. AUI with the rage, immune to the song. They're still looking for this Bat Rider. Tavo, his TP's on cooldown for 30. Good luck, bro. Oh, my.
All right. It's time to make a highlight reel here, Tavo.
Cue the Benny Hill music. He's surviving as long as he can, but just stands his ground. Takes it like a man. That will be the end of the fight. Pain Gaming looking for some aggression there, but thwarted at every turn, it seems, as NP react and just completely shut it down. 14-5. Dare we look at this gold graph now past the 5 figures, up to about a 10K net worth lead here at the 15-minute mark, Trent.
Yeah. And, I mean, these are heroes that are just always ready to go. No big cooldowns. Timbersaw, Juggernaut, you know. Yeah, you got Omni Slash. Who really cares? Lifestealer as well. They're just ready to keep on rocking, rolling. They're rolling around the map in SVG right now. No reason to stop or slow down. They can just close out these last couple towers, grab a Roche if they'd like, and completely, like, the entire map is on the plate for them right now.
Yeah.
Oh. C4T.
MSS. Whoa, he jumps in, finds a lot of enemies inside of his own jungle. C4T forced to false promise himself to stay alive. He just TP's home. He will indeed survive, but his friends, maybe not so lucky. SVG on the hunt, and Fest Bomb pops out, and this Naga, no ultimate, no HP. She'll end up 6 feet under once more. Unstoppable streak now for the Timbersaw. 6-0-5. 15 Bloodstone charges. He's got a charge a minute at this rate. This is good stuff for MSS.
Yeah, I mean, just look at Envy right now. Just like takes like 3/4 of his HP and tower hits. Doesn't even carry now. That arrow would be so glorious, but I think it's still level 1. Yeah, it won't even matter.
Yeah, Pain Gaming not going to be that lucky. Morana has enough for the first piece of the Aghanims. Baby steps here. Envy, maybe he is just going to go straight into the Battle Fury after all, after picking up the Yasha. Going for maybe even a slightly greedier version with the Yasha so you can move around the map. Good farming tool after all. Tier 2 down in the bottom lane. Taking a lot of damage. Pain not interested in mounting a defense. They don't even glyph it. They'll sack the tower and just continue farming away in their jungle. Naga with 1,000 gold. Still pretty far away from the prized Radiance.
And look at this. AUI just hops right into SVG. Goes mid. Vendetta. They know Naga needs to farm. There's no question. They're doing a great job, I will say, from Pain on these D boards. I mean, it's the only thing C4T can do this game. Throwing them out. Trying to give some sort of a semblance of safety here for that Naga, but they're looking to deny that right now. And sentries, we'll see. Oh, that one's just expiring. That is a little bit unfortunate.
SVG role-playing Jaws right now finds the initiation, and it's a dead Oracle. He didn't see that one coming.
It just expires.
That hurts.
That's depressing. Like,
you know, sometimes you die and you go, you know what, I deserve that. Other times you die and you go, wow, that happened. All right. Well, Armlet on the way for Kunkka, so King RD, he'll be doing a little bit of damage. That is something for Pain Gaming. Not much, but hard-pressed to find strong positives right here. You look at that net worth breakdown in the top left, and yeah, it's looking pretty darn good for the Radiant. All three of the cores well ahead. Battle Fury now up on the Jug, so he's going to accelerate that much faster. MSS now with a Blink Dagger to go with his 16 Bloodstone charges. Even his damn Shadow Demon, he's going to have a pipe soon. He's got a Hood of Defiance.
Yeah, it's so many Aghanim Scepters lately. I think we saw one last night as well in the Northern Arena games. I remember when we cast 1437, he got one because he was spreading around the whole map himself and very friend. But I like the pipe choice here.
Oh, Tavo TP's out. MSS with a surprise inside. Won't find him tonight. And looks like the Lifestealer just went into the Echo Saber. So
King RD.
no Deso.
Oh, SVG.
Oh, do they find him? Oh, TP's out.
Walked right past him, so close as he was TPing.
Yeah,
and
Nyx has the blink up too.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's one of those games that's gonna look pretty bloody. Like if you're playing this right as Pain, it has to be stuff like that, right? Where King RD's like down in these trees and Tavo's down in these trees, because you need to do everything you can to keep these lanes pushed. You don't have a single tower, so the lanes only ever get this far. It's gonna take some seriously bold actions to keep this Naga farming well.
That's about to change, buddy. Tier 1 tower mid denied by the Timbersaw.
Nice.
Good setup there. They're going on to the Mirana. SVG finds a stun. 40R out of mana here. And do they find this? Yes, they do. There's a Sentry Ward down, and good night, sweet princess. Easy kill there for NP, just moving around as this 5-man squad. This is just the mobile death train right now. Anywhere this squad goes, there's just a line of carcasses in their wake.
Yeah, it's you start to look like, all right, what can they do? Like, what is that glorious fight? You know, they had that slight, I don't know what you want to call it, like melting of the snowball at one point when King RD hit 6. That
the
was
moment of
cool,
hope,
right?
The one Kunkka
that
boat.
was one moment of hope.
Yep.
And then you're like, can they even find that again at this point? Like, you're looking at this the Hood, which could eventually become a pipe here, to take away that one little option of the Kunkka, and then what do they have? Like lasso into Naga?
I think the dynamic of this game is it's all about Naga. And in most games, even when you're behind, if your Naga's farming, there's always a chance you can find the setup. Naga will just get so big that you can't shut her down. She doesn't even have Radiance, and it's 20 minutes. I mean, forget about Radiance. She doesn't even have Relic, and it's 20 minutes. This is like, in most Naga games, you would be expected to have the Radiance maybe 5 minutes ago or something if you're looking at a fairly average timing. I just don't see the recovery mechanism. Even if they take an okay fight, you know, they trade 4 for 2 or something, NP just has so many options to just keep coming and coming. I mean, right now they're being a little more passive, but got Lifestealer inside of a Thunderhide here. So we'll see how this works out.
They actually have no way to kill this.
Well, he hops out straight away. The Naga Siren, on the other hand, an easy kill. False Promise does keep her alive a bit longer, but she might pop. Oracle having trouble getting in position to heal. It's not enough damage. The Oracle will live, as will the Naga, lacking on detection. NP flubbing that gank attempt, actually. That's a little bit unfortunate. They'll still get the Oracle. Very nice by SVG. Good positioning to find the Straggler. But unfortunate for NP that the Naga did survive. Great news for Naga, though. A very delicate time. She's got a huge amount of unreliable gold and so close to the Relic. That would have been the perfect time for a shutdown.
Yeah, that was nice. Man, I completely forgot how maneuverable they are right now. Like, Blink, Timber Chain. MSS wasn't even that close to the Thunderhide. I was like, oh yeah, he can just run the Thunderhide in and kind of scout out the whole area. Cause, I mean, there's no way they can kill an Ancient right now, right? But suddenly it's not just a scouting mission. It's just another murder as everyone just blinks in, Timber Chains in.
1437 getting aggressive up top. Actually drops the Demonic Purge onto Mirana. Has some friends coming inbound. Bat Rider flying nearby, but Jug looking for the wraparound.
They have
Envy.
a gem too.
Oh, he had a double damage in the bottle. They get the stun set up onto Tavo, using the Nyx Assassin very well. Arrow almost connects, but Envy with the spin just at the last second. Stays out of it, and now Tavo gets caught. They need a little bit of lockdown. SVG can't quite connect on the stun, but they can chase him down. Envy's just so darn fast. And the Death Squad will indeed find the Bat Rider for yet another kill. 19-5.
Gem acquired now. That's so depressing. Trying to make them... Oh, down bottom.
Yep, King RD with a double damage on the Jug. Will not be able to survive through that one. If that wasn't a double damage, your Kunkka can stand there and feel pretty comfortable tanking that Omni Slash, but with a DD, it is brutal. Envy just getting maximum out of that, TPing immediately down bottom and finding a kill with the last couple seconds. Very impressive. Super efficient.
We're gonna have Radiant soon, guys. We're doing it.
Well, she is close. 400 gold. We'll see. Maybe Radiance. Maybe we'll see some of the biggest RNG misses this year in Dota 2.
Man, this is one of those moments, though, where you see why this Drums Blink Bat is... it's just so difficult to work with. Like, you have no way to use Bat Rider as an offensive or, like a stalling tool, you know?
Yeah.
You can't, like, smoke up, get a pick, and be like, okay, now they're not going to 5-man Roche. They're not going to 5-man top for, like, 30 seconds. You know, we can hold out or something.
Right.
Just can't do anything.
I mean, some games like this, it's just not reasonable for the Bat Rider to rush a Blink because he can't just sit in the jungle. But
look at this.
It
They're
comes at a big
scanning
cost.
and finding the backup, knowing that Naga's being baited out here, and they're like still going in. They don't care.
Right onto the Bat Rider. There's the Song of the Siren. AUI does not get off the rage in time. Tava will live it first. They've also used the Moonlight Shadow. They drop down to Sentry Ward even. The escape is made. SVG can't connect on the stun.
That arrow hit. That was kind of funny.
Can they find anything else, though? Pain survive, but it cost them a couple of their defensive cooldowns. Tier 2 tower still standing. Noble effort from NP. I guess at this point, even happy to get the Song of the Siren on cooldown. Still only level 2, so pretty lengthy cooldown at 2 minutes.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad window to maybe find Roche if they'd like. I mean, the odds of them being contested there are pretty low, but it's still a Bat Rider. It's still Song. You know, Boat coming in as well. Looks like SVG might have that idea right now. Yeah, let's say. I mean, this is a really great timing for them to do this.
It's a good timing on both sides. Perfect play for NP, and I think for Pain, they're about at that point where it's time to take some risk. They're not going to be able to stand in their base and hold high ground for very long once Roche is done. Although it doesn't seem that they're aware that Roche is underway. They think that NP are just doing a fake back in the jungle. A big misread here, and it'll be a big benefit for the Radiant. This is looking like an uncontested Roche.
Yeah, it might be they're hoping for like one person coming up or something, or like someone left behind, but it does seem to be that they've been outmaneuvered here.
Yeah. Well, a noble effort. Still have to applaud the thought process to try and do something
look at
aggressive.
SVG already going, man. He is so ready for this.
Oh, he's hungry. He's gonna have it. He's going lurker mode soon, working on the Aghanims with the point booster. And now AUI just going Desolator. It looks like going raw damage.
Rest in peace, Oracle.
Oh, C4.
It's been a good life.
Is this guy's name Cat? I just realized
call him Cat.
it could be Cat.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, that's my bad.
Doesn't really matter.
All right. Well, Oracle, either way, Cat. They're toying with him a bit here. He's down. Good night, sweet prince. Ooh. I'm embarrassed that I didn't see that was Cat until just now. We've been in this game for 25 minutes training. Oh, boy.
I was kind of digging it. I don't know. It was like C-3PO or something.
Yeah. More of a mouthful. Here we go. What could be the final fight? Dire Side in some trouble. Naga Siren initiated on him. Brought down. The boat comes in. AUI lassoed up, but he is damn tanky. I don't think they can kill this Lifestealer. SVG just barely lives also. Envy drops the healing ward, picking him back and up. AUI now caught by the X-Torrent, but there's no follow-up. He rages back. And after all that, it's just a 1-0. Naga Siren, the only one dead. She does have a buyback. Song of the Siren also available. Still some options here for
1437, man. Keeping all that gold, won't buy a pipe. Well, watching his teammates suffer here, but it's okay. It's going to work out. I get healed up by the ward and right back into the high ground.
Yep, and Aegis of the Immortal still up on the Juggernaut. Easy siege here at the Tier 3. The Glyph's already been used. Now the initiation as MSS jumps in. Mirana forced to leap back defensively. Tier 3 tower goes down. I love the way NP are doing this, so slow and methodical. Not taking the bait to dive past the structures. Just leaving Envy in the front lines and finding these counter initiations. SVG jumps in. Tavo initiated on. They destroy the Oracle after the false promise comes out. MSS taking a lot of damage, but I don't think they can find the kill. Ghost Ship does hit SVG. Bat Rider hops out to try to finish it off, and it will end in his own death. Envy barely stays alive. 40R goes out a bit too far. Leaps back. Can they chase him down? Buyback now from the Bat Rider. MSS gets the kill on Potom. Instant buyback on her as well. Barracks still intact. NP will get repelled. Again, still hanging on to the Aegis, so they might be able... Oh, no, it's gone down. Okay, NV did lose it. Arrow does not connect. And NP can just rinse and repeat, man. They're regened up.
Oh, nice.
Whoa,
flank.
NV jumps forward, brings down the Bat Rider, Omnislash, even tickles the Naga a little bit. They will get barracks here, Trent, no doubt about it.
Yeah, good eye there by Envy, too. Perfect ward placed on the high ground here. It allows them to find a quick pick and just completely end that buyback attempt at defense.
Yeah, beautifully done. 2 buybacks burned, one of them a dieback now, and if we look at this recap, it will not help us out much. But suffice it to say, another victory for NP. They get the prize barracks they came for, and it's nearly a 30K net worth lead now. It's starting to feel fairly insurmountable.
I mean, Drums Radiance got this, man. It's easy. The cake. Of course, I think, well, I should have the TP out here in a second. I'm sure he knows they're coming, right? There we go. Song.
You would think. Here we go, the TP home. No BKBs yet, but MSS, this might be one of the most commanding Timbersaw games I've seen in a while. 13-0-7, 24 Bloodstone charges at 29 minutes. He's actually pretty close to this 1 charge per minute we were joking about oh so long ago. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, what's actually the most charges you've ever seen on a Bloodstone? I think I saw Storm Spirit at 36 once.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen 40s at some point.
Okay.
Back in the Storm Spirit days.
Yeah.
Completely crazy.
I remember seeing like BZZ or somebody go completely ham one game in an old Star Ladder, and that might be... I don't think I've ever seen a 40. He was high 30s.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it was close, but
40 is pretty ridiculous.
I mean, I'm impressed at his total net worth, though. It's crazy. He's keeping up with Envy. He went like Yasha, Battle Fury, and then back for the Manta. He's just been hitting creeps the whole time.
Yeah, that's a fair point. AUI in pretty deep. His Drake will get killed, and Rage will just keep him safe. Again, MP just doing this very slow and steady, shoving in creep waves, and it feels like they're just constantly baiting Pain for one of their members to step a little too far forward so they can capitalize.
Yeah, it's this really intuitive and genius idea of Shadow Demon Illusion seizing high ground. Never seen it before.
Whoever would have thought of this, huh? Yeah, it's pretty good with the Jug. We actually did talk about this the other day also, that Juggernaut, deceptively good in these situations. You don't think of him as a scary illusion-based carry, but he works pretty darn well for harassing towers like this. Slow and steady damage, 40R, too far forward. False Promise keeps him up for now. Now the boat from Kunkka flies overhead. They'll go in onto Cat, and this Oracle is in a world of hurt. AUI caught by the lasso, gets pulled in deep. Disruption's there, keeps him safe in Pain, even though they have a lot of live, are getting repelled further and further back. Envy pulled in. Kunkka actually secures the kill. They bring down the Jug, and they hold the barracks. Pain did a pretty good job keeping that fight going on, dragging them closer and closer to the well, and before long, NP way overcommitted. That's a, oh my god, look at that net worth swing. That's 3,500 net worth swing for just a kill on Envy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point we're at, but now the Naga can't get the song off.
Oh no, initiated on once more. No buyback on the Naga. Yeah, that is, Fat Lady starting to sing, I think. SVG goes in, nice stun setup. MSS with the follow-up. Buyback now comes from Kunkka, but his friend's getting evaporated as the Bat Rider falls too. Cat clicked down by AUI, and there will be only 2 defenders left, 4DR and King RD. SVG goes in, good initiation here. They catch him in the Mirana. Gets popped once more. The lone Kunkka has a ghost ship. Barrack's still standing, but I don't think for long. Not much he can do by himself. He's already bought back, and if he dies again, that should be it. They'll finish off the ranged barracks first. Melee soon. Nope, no follow-up boat. Okay, waiting for someone else to come up, I guess. But now with 2 lanes of barracks down, looking pretty grim. And
all right, there we go.
Okay, Pain feeling the same. They'll call it. And just like that, NP tape game number 1. Very convincing here, Trent.
One would say, I would think.
Good rotations in the early game. Didn't seem like there was much the supports could do. The lane seemed to just always be in NP's favor. Like every single matchup, it was just like Pain trying to run away to find something that was favorable. And in that mix of supports moving from place to place, it was either Envy getting a kill or AUI getting a kill. You know, some slight overextensions made by the supports, but 33-6 certainly sends a message. Starting out in a best of 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Any of these heroes, maybe Jug just being a little bit too frustrating to deal with during that drafting stage, as you never know where he's going to go. He matches up against everyone mid. Could see like maybe a ban. The Shadow Demon's been very good for them too, but I don't really feel like it was like some crazy OP hero or anything. Just really nice play.
Yeah, totally agreed. Good movements. I mean, even right out of the gate, we saw NP with a smoke that found the first blood. They rotated the lanes around to make sure the Jug could farm, and those lane rotations did not work well for the Naga Siren by any stretch. We saw her die time and time again in the mid game, and yeah, it did not work out well. Naga, in fact, sold all of her items except the 2 branches before the game ended. So I think that probably speaks to some of the mindset there.
It was a secret
frustration after that game. Yeah, but wow,
Doesn't wanna give it away.
17-0-10. Can't help but keep looking at that Timbersaw. And I mean, a pretty easy game for MSS in general, but still, picking up that many kills, not dying once, it's good stuff. So with that, Trent, game 2 around the corner. Thank you for joining us here for the Northern Arena by Bell, folks. I'm Zyori. He's Mott Pax. You're watching Moonduck TV. And we will be back after this break.